If you use Suno, you got an email this week. And if you skimmed it, I'd go back and read it properly, because that completely changes what you're actually allowed to do with your Suno songs. Starting September 3rd, Suno is putting a monthly limit on how many songs you can download. Here's how it breaks down. On the free plan of Suno, you get 7 downloads. No, not 7 a month, 7 total for lifetime. And they're for personal use only. On Pro, it's 20 a month. On Premiere, 60 a month. And if you're working inside Suno Studio, those don't count against you. And no, unused downloads don't roll over to the month. Yeah, that sounds pretty strict. And here's the part I'd underline. Under the new terms, your commercial rights are tied to those downloads. You can only use a song commercially if you've downloaded it properly under your plan's allowance. Now, if you're someone who's making music just for fun, you might not need to touch that ceiling. But if you're making music for scoring your YouTube videos, taking client work, or building a catalog, 20 finished tracks per month can be pretty tight. There's more in the update. Suno's now watermarking and fingerprinting generated audio, so tracks can be identified once they leave the platform. There's automatic scanning of uploads and lyrics for copyright, and the terms of service got rewritten around commercial rights and how disputes get handled. Suno's reasoning for all this is that people were mass exporting AI tracks onto streaming platforms at scale. That's a real problem, and I'm not going to pretend it isn't. But this fix landed on paying customers, and the reaction from creators has been rough. If that's where you're at, and you're looking around at what else is out there, I've been using something else for a few months now, and I want to walk you through it. I'm not saying it's better than Suno, but this could genuinely be one of the best alternatives that navigates around the current AI music landscape. It's called Mozart AI, and it's built on a different idea. And right now, that difference matters. Mozart is built for musicians, by musicians. It started from one number. 85% of music never gets finished. They wanted those songs finished. So they didn't build a song generator. They built a workstation that takes the tedious parts and leaves the creative decisions with you. No training on copyrighted music either, only licensed datasets. Because the last thing a producer wants is a one-click song. Enough talk. Let's get on with it. This is the main create screen. They call it Vibe Sessions. You describe what you want, and it generates. You can type in your lyrics, or use the AI assistant to generate some lyrics right here as well. There's an instrumental toggle if you don't want vocals at all. Your library sits on the right. Everything you've made, ready to pull back up. Same idea you already know. Their latest music model is called Hans 2.0, and it's their best one yet. Some people have claimed it to be even superior to Suno's V5.5 model, and in my previous video I actually tested it against Suno on identical prompts, and it surprisingly held its own. Let's hear something. I'll open the lyrics co-writer with my idea, generate the lyrics, and hit create.
So go on without me, count the stars for 2. I'll hold this railing till the ocean's through. Don't you look back, don't you say my name, just remember Tuesday.
Yeah, that is as good as it gets. The vocals are very realistic. The lyrics are exactly built on the mood that we asked for, and it delivers. Now here's where it gets more interesting. This is personas. Similar to Suno's voice feature, a persona is a saved sound identity. Think of it as your voice and style, captured so you can reuse it across every song you make. You can give it the source audio, upload a file, pull something from your library, or just record directly in the browser. Once it's built, in Vibe Sessions, you can select that persona for your next song. There's a strength slider, so you control how much it colors the track. And you can publish a persona for other people to use, which earns you credits. There's a whole gallery of them if you want to browse what others have made. That's the difference between generating a song and building a sound that's actually yours across everything you release. Next, we have layers. This is something that Suno doesn't directly have as a separate feature. In this workflow, Mozart AI lets you use text prompts to generate musical loops and stems that automatically complement your track's existing key, BPM, and rhythm. Let's create a reggae groove. Both variants sound great. This is a very useful feature, especially for generating ideas for your beats. Next, we have the big one, Studio. This is a proper multi-track timeline. Tempo, time signature, metronome, key, record and play controls. Separate tracks stacked up, and you can see the waveforms. Every track has its own track agent. You click into a track, type what you want in plain English, and it generates onto that track alone. Nothing else moves. There's a synth in here too, with real controls, envelope, filter, reverb, delay, and presets for pads, leads, plucks, bass. There's a piano roll for MIDI, so if you want to get in there and move notes around by hand, you can. There's an agent side to it as well. Once a song exists, click 3 dots and go to Edit with Agent, and you can just talk to it. Brighten the chorus, add a saxophone solo. Extend this with a 30-second guitar section. It tells you what it did and lets you review the changes before you keep them. Mastering is the same. Ask it to master for streaming, and it handles loudness and clarity targeting specifically for streaming platforms. And what's more, it also makes music videos. It'll either generate a character from the song or take an image you upload, build a storyboard, and then build a cinematic sequence to match. Here's one it made for our initial country song on the Titanic sinking.
Count the stars for 2. I'll hold this railing till the ocean's through.
That's not exactly on par yet with those AI video giants, but it does a good job at bringing life to your idea instead of a static image. It has understood the context of the scene well, and the imagery is honestly beautiful. However, the lip sync needs to be improved, and it would be nice to have more dynamic. And with that, we come to downloads. On Mozart's paid plans, downloads aren't rationed monthly. There's no counter sitting in the corner telling you you've got 4 left until the 3rd. Commercial rights come with Creator, Pro, and Premium plans. And here's the bit I like. Once a song is generated while you're subscribed, those rights are yours permanently. You keep them even if you downgrade later or cancel completely. They don't get taken back. I'll be straight with you though. Generating still costs credits, so it's not unlimited in every sense of the word. But there's no monthly ceiling on how many of your finished songs you're allowed to earn from. Right now, that's the difference that actually matters. Look, I'm not telling you to delete your Suno account. Suno is still excellent at what it does, and if 20 downloads a month covers how you work, you're fine. But if that number is a problem for you, if you're doing client work or scoring or building out a catalog, it's worth having a second option open before September 3rd rather than after. And Mozart AI is a genuinely strong contender. Go make a few tracks and judge it yourself. That's the only way you'll know. Also, there's a link in the description that gets you 15% off the annual plan if you want to try it properly. And tell me in the comments what you want next. A full deep dive on Studio, a different alternative, or a video on getting the most out of Suno's new limits. That's it from me. See you in the next one.